You involved? What was your childhood like?
It was pretty normal, kind of not normal, confusing.
What can you give me an example? What was confusing?
Oh man, I think it just happened in high school. You know, going from 8th grade to 9th grade, and you get to meet all kinds of new people, and when you go to school, and then you're kind of like, oh man, they think you're cool, and they think you're cool, and then hey, you're just like rolling with cool people, and kind of get lost.
All right.
From your original. I was skateboarding in 8th grade, and then 9th grade started tripping.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of like a.
Is it just me? Or is it hot in here? It's good. You're making me sweat now. So you started hanging with people, skaters. You hang with skaters, but when I met you, you didn't hang with skaters.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Do you remember when I met you? When I first met you?
Yeah. What shit? Probably about 92, 93.
Yeah, it had to be 92. Yeah.
Like I said, just right after. So I start going through it.
What do you mean going through it?
Well, just, I don't know, going through it, just going wherever, just being a follower, I guess.
Okay.
That's what we could say.
So how old, can I ask you a question? I don't know if you want to answer this personal question, but how old were you when you got in the dope game?
The dope game. I guess.
You don't have to talk about that. We could censor it out, man.
I guess it was like right out of high school, because that's like right when I got kicked out of my house.
You got kicked out of your house?
Yeah.
Out of your mom's house?
Yeah.
That's horrible. Where'd you live at?
Well,
don't say Oak Park.
No. Luckily, one of my friends, their mom kind of like moved out and left him the house, and we're like, slid right in. It was like,
okay.
Hey, lucky.
Was that Billy?
No, that wasn't.
Oh,
Billy.
okay.
So, like I said, we've started.
So you guys lived in your own house. You're 15 years old, and you're living in your own house.
17. It was
17.
17
okay.
years old, yeah.
Okay.
And we're living in our own house.
So you guys started grinding, started trapping.
It was weird. I didn't even really start doing all that, and then until what really happened is, you know, a lot of people would come to our house.
Folks, I don't know about you, but this dude is sweating and he keeps changing his story. I don't know.
I want to tell you this story.
First he was at the park.
Hey.
Now he's owning a house at 17.
I only tell these stories when I'm drunk.
Right.
So, and I hardly drink, so it hardly comes out.
Right, okay.
But I am hot.
Okay.
So let me unzip that. But so we started. I guess our house was to hang out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, used to hang out at your house?
Go to the alley.
Was your mom good looking?
My mom?
Yeah, usually they hang out at people's houses when their mom's good looking.
Where we lived on my own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So your mom wasn't really your mom. Your mom was just a lady who sold dope.
So no, heck no.
Everybody called her mom.
She pulled it out of my pocket.
Your mom pulled what out your pocket?
It was weed.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, "You gotta go." I was like,
so your mom kicked you out the house for weed?
A big bag of weed.
They don't even take you to jail for weed anymore, do they?
No, they don't.
So go ahead. So your mom pulled up. So your mom frisked you. She found some weed and she kicked you out the house.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you went to go live with some lady that you're calling her mom.
Oh, lady.
Oh.
No, my friend's mom moved out the house.
Okay.
And then we got to slide in there.
You guys got to slide.
Wait, when you say slide in there, you mean slide in the house, right?
I was like, I didn't slide into the house because we had to start paying rent.
Oh, she got a fan. That's awesome. She got a fan. Just give it up for Ronnie, man. This place is top dollar.
But anyway, so like I said, people start coming hanging out.
Okay, people started hanging out your house.
And this is like kind of like when we started meeting people and
you started meeting people.
Yeah, like
customers,
different people from like. You know,
different neighborhoods.
Back, like, hey, let's go back to the house. And
you're bringing people back to the house. It's a party house.
Then all of a sudden, people are just sleeping, eating up all our food and stuff. And I'm like, man, go get some food. And then all of a sudden, these people started robbing stores and be like, here you go. And
so people that were living with you, you told them to go get some food.
I was like, why you?
And they started robbing stores and bringing food back to the house.
Why you steal my? Why you eat my lumpia? I was saying that.
Why you eat my lumpia?
Why you eat my lumpia? Like, oh man, here I got steak.
Like, don't worry, Holmes. I got 5 steaks.
But yeah, so anyway, that trickled into some other stuff. But what else?
And that's when you got in the game.
Yeah.
Because when I met you, you had a nice car, a Jerry curl. You were in the hood. You look like Big Worm, but a white version of Big Worm.
Dang. You know they called me that, right?
They called you Big Worm?
Yeah, that was Big Worm. Man. it's so funny that little kids going, "What's up, worm?" I'm like,
Hey, Dre, you can ask questions too.
Okay, yeah.
what?
He's getting warmed up.
Didn't have an ice cream truck.
Dre like, man, it's hotter than the holding tank, boy. Dre like, that's hotter than the holding tank.
It's good though.
So okay, so you started hanging, you got in the game. How old were you when you started selling dope? That's what I want to know. Folks, I know you listening out there. I want to know when the man got in the game. How old were you when you first got your first sack and you try to flip it?
Oh man, 18.
18 years old?
17.
That's a late bloomer.
It's a late bloomer.
Yeah, people in Stockton, the kids out there young.
Well, like I said, I just started veering off to the right.
Right.
Veering off to the right, and then like I'm living on my own, so I'm like, oh.
When you say the right, you mean the right, not the right wing, right? You mean the right.
The right, the wrong side, the left side.
So you started doing it.
Yeah, you know, it was like, hey, I have to pay the rent.
Pay the rent, and you're on your own. Your mom kicked you out, and you never moved back with your mom this whole time.
No, I haven't been back.
Never? To this day?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Whose big old house is that over there by Oak Park?
That big old house?
You live in a big house.
Yeah.
That's your house?
It's our house.
That's a nice house. When you say our house, who's ours?
My lady.
Oh, your lady?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I never met your lady.
Really?
Maybe.
Yeah, you did. You've seen her around.
Was she out? Did she have a perm too?
No. She didn't.
All right. So let's go back. Okay, so now, we're gonna get real serious, folks. We're gonna talk about what we came to talk about here. So, tell me about Kelly's Angels.
Okay, Kelly's Angels. I think some people might have heard about the story. In 2013, basically, my sister was murdered by her boyfriend, and
Sorry to hear that, man.
yeah, and it's a little tough during these holidays and stuff.
Right.
And probably knowing what you go through, like this is a relapse time and,
Right.
and stuff like that. So, because I've been through that also too. So, that happened on actually, what's Shamrock Day?
Shamrock Day, isn't that?
St.
March,
Patrick's.
thank you.
St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, producer.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is when that happened. And producer. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So with that happening, what we did, she left behind children.
She left behind kids, right?
4
And my
kids.
little cousin.
Your little cousin.
My
yes.
little cousin.
Yeah.
Small world.
Small world,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you already know. So
Yeah, I knew your sister too.
So
I went to school with your sister.
did you?
Yeah, I went to Delta. When I went back to Delta, she was in
okay,
Delta.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's when she started.
That was like in 96. I went to. She was at Delta.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we always went back and forth going to school.
So what? Tell me what happened now. So then,
So I was going to school actually when this happened, and
where were you going to school at?
I was going to Delta.
Okay.
But it was only because I was waiting to get into Sac State, and they kind of had like a hold,
Okay.
like not accepting.
How old were you?
everybody. Shoot, I was a late bloomer. I'm a late bloomer and everything,
Okay.
so I was like 35.
Okay, 35 years old,
No,
going to
wait.
Delta College.
Yeah, 36,
Okay.
somewhere in there, 35.
All right.
So I was finishing and waiting to get into Sac State, and that happened. So I kind of like dropped out for that, and then the next year I but I started Sac State. So it was just like a year delay, but it kind of messed me up. But
It almost like you said. It almost when you said. I'm not trying to make funny out of your
Yeah.
story, but you said I almost said Sac State. I started Sac State.
yeah.
In my headphones, with my headphones on, I heard you say I started sex late.
I did too. I started everything late.
So you started Sac State. You started Sac State. What happened? So you graduated from Sac State?
Yeah.
Man, let's give it up, man. Let's give it
Yeah,
up.
all right.
Let's give it up. Sac State, man. That's
Yeah,
good.
So I got graduated in psychology. Well, I was doing a paper for, what was it, adolescent psychology.
Okay.
And, so I was doing a little bit of research on homicide and the victims that are affected by
Right,
it.
the trauma.
Yeah. And
Okay.
What I really digged in is I really focused on homicide.
On homicides.
Homicide.
And all
Okay.
this was because of your sister.
All because of my sister.
Right.
So I, was like, hey, I can write this paper a lot easier because
Because you lived it.
Because I lived it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I started doing a little research and stuff, and I just keep like, hey, it's kind of hard to find this, and it's kind of hard to find that, and they're not really tracking the kids after
Correct.
the fact. And,
Right.
The services are kind of there, but there's barriers, like, their whoever guardians or whatever are like struggling themselves.
Right.
And so there's just different issues and barriers with that.
Uh-huh.
So what I did is I kind of like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna open something for the kids.
Right.
And we're gonna
So the
focus
kids
on
that are affected by homicide.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like with my life, you know what I'm saying, like I said, 8th and 9th grade, I feel it was important. The more I read about it, and I kind of like, yeah, see, I'm right.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that we know.
Right. You lived it.
There's a lot of stuff we know in the street.
Right.
That these people are writing in the books, but they don't really know about it.
Correct.
You're kind of like,
And plus, you had a strong why of why you wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And you were doing it for something bigger than yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
You had a mission. You had a vision.
I had a vision.
Okay.
And so, I talked with professors and stuff and kind of laid it down and like, hey, I want to do this. I want to do this. And, they just keep on looking and reading and doing more stuff and just kind of like really narrowed it down to what we do. And that's just to support children that's been impacted by homicide.
Okay.
And it's still been like, it started with a big old paragraph of a mission. But when it came down to the point, it was like a one-liner.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's it. So what do you do? It's like, oh, well, we help these kids, help the kids with school. We help them with therapy.
Therapy.
Homework, yeah, because when they're going through this stuff, this is all like neuropsychology now.
Right.
It affects parts of
The
speech.
brain.
Yeah.
Speech. Right.
All of a sudden you got someone and they're shut down and over there in the corner and
Okay.
you don't know what's going on.
This is deep.
What's going on with that kid? It's like, hey, you need
Right.
to tell. You need to say something.
So you came from the hood. You went back to school. Your sister was murdered, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that kind of like catapulted your mission as far as what you wanted to do and who you wanted to reach.
Right.
And you started your own nonprofit organization.
Yeah. Yep.
And you did it all on your own.
Yeah. Yep.
You sent me that book, matter of fact. Remember?
Yeah.
You sold me that book.
The nonprofit book.
Yeah, the book,
Oh,
How to
yeah.
Build a Nonprofit. He sent me the book. He built his own nonprofit,
Right,
man.
yeah, it's
Let's
like-
give it up, man. Graduated from college, built his own nonprofit.
Hey, can
That's
I
big,
ask a
man.
question here?
There should be a statue of you at Oak Park.
At least a painting.
Hey,
Yeah, at least so.
all right, you said you was living in a trap house. You moved out, but where were you at the time of your life when this happened to your sister? Were you still in the trap house? Were they still stealing food and robbing from the store to bring food home? Like, where were you at?
I was.
That's a
going
good question, Dre.
Yeah, that was a
You're
good question.
serious.
Right. So, you know me, so I was always kind of like starting businesses,
Selling dope out the back of the business.
Yeah, right. Anyway, starting businesses.
Pizza place. You owned a pizza place.
Sandwich shop.
I ate there.
Had the clothing shop.
Your sandwich shop, you always had thugs working for you, though, goons, man. I couldn't take it serious. I went to order a sandwich at a sandwich shop, and this goon walked over like, "What's up, homie? What kind of sandwich you want?"
Yeah, right.
I'm like, "Damn." I'm like, "Damn, bro." He's like, "You want some cheese on that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He didn't even ask me what kind of cheese. He just said cheese. I just took whatever he gave me,
I was like,
man.
get the money first, and take your time.
He had straight goons working for him.
No
But you
goons,
did. You had a
goons,
sandwich
girls.
shop, right?
Yeah, sandwich shop.
And you did have goons working for you.
No.
Your friends.
Yeah, I guess.
You call them
No,
friends.
they
I call them
came-
goons.
They can't. Man, come on, man.
I just
Come
like,
on,
go ahead.
man.
I just like, go ahead.
You know, when
Go
this
ahead.
guy came
So
with
you
a
just
phone line, oh shit! Here comes Ricky behind your chain.
So you went. So you opened the sandwich shop. You opened up a couple of shops.
Yeah, and so I was just happened to go back to school. I
Right.
was like, you know what?
Were you opening your businesses when you were going to school?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they were. I was running it.
What kind of businesses have you ran? I think it's
Uh,
important. I think our listeners want to know.
Vending,
Vending,
food. You know, like snack
Yeah,
machines.
the
snack machines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing that. Man, I tried everything. Then I started like selling beanies and lighters and
Beanies and lighters.
well, you know all that stuff how they sell in the liquor stores and stuff.
Yeah.
So I,
Beanies
had-
and lighters
yeah,
Tight.
and bottle openers
and bottle.
and stuff like the hats.
Hey, go back to the beanies. So did you have like Raider beanies, something like that?
Yeah, remember
Stockton beanies?
the ones with the bill.
The ones with the
ones
bill?
with the
Oh yeah,
bill,
those are the
yeah.
real goon ones, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Those are the hot items right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so
you know, I just tried to find out what people wanted and would just try to go get it. You want a sandwich? Oh, here you go.
Okay.
You want a beanie? Here you go. Oh, you want
Smart.
yeah. All right, here you go. You know.
right.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, supply and demand. So.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? This is not working. And maybe if I go back to school.
Right.
Maybe if I go back to school, then.
So this time you're
work
you're
out.
totally out of illegal activity. You're just straight legit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even bring that up. I just think that's important that you came from the streets and I knew you from the streets and you was a real one and you turned your whole life around and you started businesses and I think that's commendable.
Well, you know, it's the kids. It's the kids. That's even why I went to study psychology in the first place.
Right.
It was like, man, how do I help
Your
these
nieces-
kids grow up?
Right.
Your nieces and nephews mostly?
Yeah. Well, no, just mine too. Mine.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what do I do to help them grow right?
Right.
You know, and then I know the way that we were living was all right and it's normal to some people, but also like normal to some people is also taking your butt to school, working hard,
Correct.
doing some
Real life.
sports and going to work, and there you go.
Right.
So it's like a traditional, you know what I mean?
So you have your own businesses, you're going to school, and you end up you talk to your professors and you start your own nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you had this nonprofit organization?
So what I did is like I graduated in 2016 and I was just like
2 years ago.
Was it
Yeah.
2015?
Okay, 3 years ago.
2015. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a year or two off and get this what I've been planning while
Correct.
I was at Sac State. So it was like a year. It was like 2 years at Sac. And
Okay.
I kind of see like when nonprofits would come in and they'd come and like pitch to the students like, hey, if you need this, and you know,
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, well, let me find out some more answers and do some more questions to that. And yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Okay, so then you Okay, so you got this nonprofit started, you got out of college.
Yes.
You said I'm gonna take 2 years off. I'm not gonna go to work. I'm not gonna work for the man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start this nonprofit and see if I can get it off the ground.
Yes.
And you did that. How long has Kelly's Angels been around?
Oh, we're going on our fourth year.
Fourth year.
Fourth year. Yeah.
Commendable, man.
Thank you.
And you help kids. I've been to your office downtown. You still have the big office.
Yep.
You have a homework room. Your homework room, right?
Yep.
That's cool.
That's
You taking kids in sports.
Yep.
You did.
Oh,
you
yeah.
did a gifting, but you sponsor a lot of kids in sports.
Right. We try
Okay.
to do what we can.
Are they mostly kids that are affected by homicide in Stockton?
Those are our. They got priority.
Okay.
So they have.
Do you have a lot of those? Have you served a lot?
I've served a few, and what's funny. It's not funny. What is weird or different is that that we actually know them. You know what I'm saying? They've been going to school with my nieces and my nephews.
Right.
And,
They're associated.
but they don't know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until we come together. You know what I mean?
And then they're like, "Oh, that's your cousin's brother's
like, well,
uncle's pato."
I didn't even know that you're going through that too.
Right.
You know, and like I said, some people wear the T-shirts, and then some people don't. You know, so they kind of tell you like, "Hey, look at rest in peace," or
Right.
you know what I mean. But a lot of people are just
Grieving.
going on with life, trying to survive. Yeah. So, it was what really makes me feel good is like when I see the kids come in and they kick off their shoes, and it takes a little bit, but after a little while, they're like.
So do
shoes
you
come
also
off
help the kids go through the grieving process as well? Because I believe a lot of kids don't have that during the death because they don't know how to grieve.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So what we do, like, because it's pretty expensive to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we're like kind of newer, so we work with a lot of different
Organizations. Okay.
that we can kind of like, hey, we could
You guys are working in collaboration.
collaborations.
Who are you collaborating with? Send a shout out.
Man, really, it's been a lot. Table Community Foundation is like one of the first.
Okay. Table Community Foundation here in
yeah.
Stockton.
Yep. And
Okay.
that's from Tyrone Gross.
Okay. Tyrone Gross. I know Tyrone Gross.
Yeah.
He play football.
Yep.
Okay.
So they're active here in Sacramento. That's like one of our first. The Community Partnerships of San Joaquin.
Community Partnerships.
That's
San
out there.
Joaquin.
Dorothy L. Jones. Some reason we end up doing a lot of work right there on 6th Street.
6th
6th
Street.
Street Park.
6th Street Park.
Where that's at? 6th Street Park.
6th Street Park.
Brotherhood Park.
Oh yeah, that's in the hood, man.
Mm-hmm. So we do
Yeah.
we do a lot of
They
stuff.
just had a
like
book
that.
giveaway or something there, huh?
Yeah.
Montezuma and them, huh?
Yeah.
Motec, I mean. Oh,
Yeah.
Monte, what I call him Montezuma. Motec. Shout out to Motec.
Yeah, so we kind of do a lot of stuff there. We just started working, United Way started helping us out. Community
United Way
hospice.
is helping you out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. They're right kitty corner from your building, right?
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Inspiration looking out the window.
Yeah. I know that guy. He's a millionaire.
Is
The
he?
guy that runs the CEO, he's self-made.
You know what? Andy Prokop, he's a good dude. And when I first started,
Businessman, right?
a lot of people were like, "Hey, it's going to be hard to get help from them."
Yeah.
And it's like they deal with a lot of the same people.
Correct.
It's like, well, that's cool. I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
hopefully, I could be one of them same people.
Right.
So it took a couple of years, but
Right.
it came.
They're
through.
helping the community. You guys are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So who else you working with?
Man, I'm gonna forget so many people because
So you're partnering with all these people,
mhm.
right? You're plugging in the
the
resources.
Women's Center.
The Women's Center? All right, let's give it up for the Women's Center.
Okay.
It's time. We got 10 minutes? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Okay. Okay, so let's switch gears now.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you have a big event coming up.
Oh yeah, the crab feed.
Crab feed.
Yeah,
Everybody loves
well,
crabs.
Everybody loves crabs.
Everybody doesn't love crabs.
Some people love crabs.
It depends on what crabs you're talking about.
Everybody loves Krabby Patties. So you guys are doing a crab feed.
Yeah.
Is it kid friendly?
Yes, it's gonna be kid friendly.
Okay, tell us about the crab feed.
So my nephew, my sister's son, he's in charge of all the ushers and
Okay.
getting people to their tables.
So you have the youth doing the ushering? All right, that's cool.
It's
I was
part-
there last year.
It's part of our program.
I was there last year.
Yeah, you was.
Yeah.
You was. You were there, right?
Yeah.
So, what else did you want to know?
Yeah, so what's going on in the crab feed, man? Just plug the crab feed. Just plug it in.
When is it going to take place? And where is it going to be at?
15th,
March 15th,
2019,
2019,
at the Stockton Civic Auditorium.
Stockton Civic Auditorium.
We're going to have music by...
Music by Latin Magic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. How'd you know?
I read your flyer, man. I stalk you on Facebook.
I hit it, though.
You're my
I didn't even
Latin
make the
Magic.
announcement. I didn't make the announcement yet. But, yeah, Latin Magic's going to be there.
I read that on the flyer.
Oh, it was there. You're right.
Yeah.
And,
We're not supposed to tell anybody?
well, I wanted to be a little surprised.
Oh, okay. Well, Latin Magic, that's surprising. That's going to be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. They have a great following. They play great music.
Yeah, they're part of the community.
They
do a lot for the community.
They do.
How do I get tickets?
How do I get tickets? There you go. Good question.
So what I do, I put my phone number in there, so you can call me and I do deliveries, like how Reggie be doing his tickets.
Yeah.
Deliveries.
Do they have any questions for him?
I wrote the game, bro.
If he has any questions, like
I'm the Uber of comedy show
He
tickets.
can just tell you all about it. So you
I'm
can ask
DoorDash of comedy show tickets.
him, What is
And we're gonna collaborate, right? We're gonna do a show at the Civic. We talked about doing it. We gotta
yes,
sit down.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down and do something for the foundation. We're gonna try to make it good for everybody.
Right.
All right.
And,
So how much are the tickets?
they're $60.
$60 is nothing.
$500 for a table.
Nothing.
We'll give you a nice little surprise. For
$500 for what?
a table of 8.
A table of 8?
Yeah.
Okay. 8 times 6 is 48. Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a little bit. It's like $20 extra.
Finder's fee.
$20 extra,
Okay.
and we'll give you your name on the table and stuff.
Okay.
So, make it really cool.
What's it going to be again? What's the date?
March 15th.
March 15th.
Like anniversary of the death.
No, you know what? I just barely realized that too. I was like, dang, that's pretty close. I wonder how I'm going to be feeling right then and there. But that's just kind of how the date worked. We do a lot of help with victims of violent crime.
Correct.
And
From the DA's office, right?
from the DA's office,
Right.
right. They're a great group that's been around. They help us out also. But last year they were pretty upset because they like to support us, and we had the crab feed on the same day, so I kind of bummed out. So we moved the crab date up for them so they
Okay.
can attend, and it just kind of ended up being really close to the anniversary
Of your
and I
sister.
was just like, whoa, man, yeah. So that's got me choked up.
So we're gonna support that, man. I just want to tell you right now in closing, Jamie, I just want to thank you for being on the show. You're doing a great job in the community. I know my focus was on you being in the hood and stuff because I want to show people that come from the streets, we can turn our lives around. I came from the streets,
Right.
you know. We could turn our lives around. We could make a difference.
Yeah.
We could make a positive impact for the community. When I see you out there, I'm like, I see you out there doing this stuff. I see your posters, pictures you taking with different people. I say, man, I know that guy. Like, I really know that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that guy when we had it tough.
Right.
And you're out there and you're doing it now, and you're living a legit life, right?
Yes.
You're living a legit life. You're helping a lot of kids. So my hat's off to you. That's why I wanted to get you on the show.
Thank you.
All right, man.
It's good to see you out here doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Change is possible.
Yeah, well, if you give me flyers, we'll announce. I'll try to announce it every show. Your crab feed.
Well, like I like to tell my kids is like what I just told you is like we're studied in books. You know, they need us to write books.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like they really need us if they want to help our demographic of people.
Yep.
So, you know.
All right, you guys tune in next week to Seriously Funny. We're gonna have Rozzy from Revamp Signs coming down next week.
Rozzy?
All right. Yep, Rozzy's coming.
Oh.
All right, you guys.
What'd you say, Mozzie?
Thank you. That was fun.
Hey, you was gonna be here, huh?
Be there.
Hey, he thought you said Mozzie.
Oh, Mozzie. You thought I said Mozzie?
Hey, you see how
Sex
Mozzie?
This is Darius Oliver, and you're listening to 92.1 KXVS, the voice of Stockton.